Who let you guys in here? Are we doing this? Who? Right. The vlog. Okay. So here it is. This is me. My name is Angela. And I guess I'm gonna start vlogging. I've been talking about doing it for a long time. And now is the time to do it. I've got one official vlog up already. And I figured I would actually try to do some vlogs where I'm at least in it for a little bit. This is now the really boring white wall of Vlogitude. I've got some stuff I'm thinking I'm going to order and make it a little more interesting. I also have an entire room in the back that would be a great place to set up and shoot and edit video. It's a mess right now, partly because the last time it rained really hard, water came in the window, so I had to move everything. And then after I got all the computer off the desk and all that kind of stuff, I decided that I wanted to move the desk. Well, to move furniture, that involves moving other things. And so it just sort of got to the point where I didn't really get anything accomplished. Because I want to move this, and to move that, you have to move something else. So I'll get there. I just wanted to say that I know I'm not as traditional looking, maybe, as the people out there are vlogging, but I don't care. I have just as much right to be out here vlogging as anybody else. Also, I am working on improving myself, so I'm hoping that if I start the vlog now, you guys can see those changes. I'm really kind of inspired by some of the other vloggers that are out there. I watch a lot of vlogs, so I'm kind of using that as a stepping stone. I know I've got a lot of work to do. I need to work on my editing. I need to work on my enunciation. I really need to work on knowing what I'm going to say before I say it, because sometimes I start these things and it just become a ramble. I'm going to try to share most of my life. One big thing I'm not going to share, I'm not going to talk about my job. This isn't about my job, and I don't think it's important for the vlog that people know what I do for a living. Let's just say that I have a job. What I mostly want to talk about is the changes that I'm making in my life. At the end of March, I started eating a keto-based diet, which is high fat, moderate protein, and low carbs. It's been working really well. I've lost almost 50 pounds. Something that's important to me is to also stop worrying so much about that weight specifically. Yes, I have a lot of weight to lose, but I also want to improve my fitness. I want to be able to do things that currently I just can't do because of my size. I don't want that to be a limitation anymore. And I want to motivate other people. It's a hard work. It's something that's very difficult, but it's very worth it. You just have to get out there and do the work. If you do the work, you'll get the results. Now, keto may not be the one thing that works best for everybody. I certainly think it's a sustainable thing for me. I definitely think it works for my body, but I can't guarantee that it's going to work for everyone, so I'm not like an evangelist about it. It is definitely something, if someone approaches me and has questions, I'll answer them, but I'm not out trying to recruit people to eating in a certain way. I do, however, believe that there is way too much refined sugar and way too much refined grains in the foods that are available in the supermarket. I think that things like breakfast cereal that portrays itself as healthy is dangerous. If the first ingredient in the food that you're eating is sugar, that's a problem. And especially if you're giving that to your children. Maybe not everyone would agree with that, but it's something that I've come to believe at this point, is there's just way too much sugar in the food that we eat. So I try my best to eat as little to no sugar as possible. I know I'm going to treat myself every now and again, because I'm human. Everyone's human. You have to be able to work that into a lifestyle. But you don't have to necessarily support continuing having so much sugar in your diet. The next step in my process that I'm going through is trying to exercise more. I do have a gym membership. I've actually had a gym membership for a long time that I've been paying for and not using. So I'm actually trying to use it. It's to a place called Genesis Health Clubs that used to be 24-hour fitness. I'm trying to go at least every other day, with a few times where I take a couple days off and go again. Again, it's not working as well as I want, because I seem to have trouble motivating myself to go in the morning. If I could get up early enough to go, then everything would be great. Days that I don't work, no issue. I can get to the gym because then I know I don't have a time crunch. It's when I have a time crunch that I'm not 100% sure I even know what I want to do when I get to the gym. Plus, I really like doing exercises in the pool right now, and that is another time commitment. It's a little hard to fit in right ahead in the morning before work. And it's not a very big pool, so I know there'll be a lot of people swimming in the mornings before they go to work. So that makes it another little more difficult situation. But, again, I think I'm just making excuses. And I have to stop making excuses if I want to get the results that I want. So that's pretty much it. I will say that I'm going to watch the comments. If people have bad attitudes or anything bad is posted, I'm going to delete it. And I just don't need that on my page. I need encouraging, positive people to be here. I am looking for support and help, and I want to support and help others. I just don't understand YouTube's negativity. If all you're doing on YouTube is being negative, maybe find something better to do, because it doesn't do any good. You're just, I don't know, I don't even know what you're getting out of it. But there's so many other things you could be doing with your time. So I think it would be benefit to everybody if you'd find out what that was and do that instead. I don't understand. It's so easy to have compassion and caring about other people instead of tearing them down. I'm not going to go into specifics. I don't think that needs to be really discussed any further. It's just a rule of my page. If you can't be nice, then don't watch my vlog, because I'm going to be me and it's going to be what it is. Life is short. You have to take the risks. You have to go out there and do those things that you want to do. Otherwise, what's the point? You can't just sit on the sidelines your whole life. There's a lot of things I want to videotape. How old am I that I just said I was going to videotape? Record? I don't know. So I'm going to pull out my VHS recorder and do some videotaping. So hopefully you'll be willing to join me. Going to be trying out, someone at work recommended trying this. This is a lime elevated, or flavored, sorry, I can't read, sparkling water from Fresh Thyme. I've never really been a fan of sparkling water, so we'll see. And I haven't tried these yet, but these are protein chips. I'm gonna give them a try here, and let's see how they are. No, still not a big fan. It has this weird flavor. All sparkling water to me has this weird flavor that I don't like. And this one has that same weird flavor. I don't even know how to explain it. It's kind of a bitterness in the back of my mouth. So I'll probably drink it, but I'm not going to enjoy it that much. So I probably won't buy them again. Now the chip. This is a cheddar sour cream flavor, which used to be my favorite chip when I ate regular potato chips. Yeah, those are pretty good. They're kind of flaky and more like a cracker. I don't know. They're pretty good. I probably won't eat them very often, but they're a nice snack. And if you're curious about the nutrition on these, I mean, you can always look it up online, but it does kind of show it again. This is for the whole bag. It's saying 130 calories, 4 grams of fat, and then it has 4 carbs and 1 gram of fiber. So we'd be looking at only 3 net carbs for some chips that are good enough. They're also soy-free because apparently that's right there, it says it. They do have a lot of ingredients, but, you know, I think a lot of that's to try to get the protein and the flavor right. It's not a bad product, though. I'm certainly not sponsored by them at all, or anyone, because, you know, I hardly have any videos, so who would be sponsoring me right now? Not that I'm not open to it. So I'm just saying, if you want some protein, there's 21 grams of protein in these guys. So if you're watching your protein, you also have to take that into consideration. And now I'm going to go ahead and get going because it is 800 degrees in this car. Realistically, how long can you sit in your car because you're trying to avoid talking to your neighbors? I mean, realistically.